as we move into baseball. Anxious to get going. I think we have a good team. I think we're going to be able to hold our own on just about every day we play. So we'll start on Friday with full team practice. We've been doing small group workouts for some time now. So I know the guys are anxious to get out there on the field, compete against each other. And then in about 3.5 weeks, we'll have an opponent to play. So very ready for that, so happy to take any questions.
Comment on how he's looked, but also what's the toughest part when you're dealing with bringing a player back like that who may want to rush into it? You want to see him out there, but you also don't want him to hurt himself again. Or what's the thought process when a player's coming back from an injury like that?
Yeah, you have to temper that. Now, Carmen's way ahead of all the other guys we just mentioned because he pitched in the Cape Cod League last summer. So he was at 100% last summer. These other guys are working their way to that point. But with injured guys, you always have to temper their enthusiasm and their work ethic with, we can't go too fast. And a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, they want to go. And so as the adult in the room, as the coach, you have to be responsible to make sure that they are working at a good pace, but not so aggressive that you risk re-injuring, whatever the case, whether it's a leg, an arm, whatever. You have to make sure that you're not putting them in any more harm's way than all athletes have. So it's great because these guys are all very, very motivated to get back, but you also have to rely on your doctors and your athletic trainers to make sure that they're following protocol.
Guys, in terms of veteran leadership, and what do you want to see from them in terms of that?
Yeah, well, we brought them in because we thought our offense needed some proven guys that had a ton of at-bats at the Division I college level at a very high level. And so with Brian Bowen and Dallas Beaver, we brought in two guys that had a ton of at-bats in college. Both were over 300 last year with really good power and RBI numbers. And they're also two mature kids. They have had a really good presence in our locker room. I don't think we've asked them to come in and lead this team because they've only been on our campus for about 6 months, but they have blended very well with our guys. And so I know our younger guys have looked to them and asked them questions, and they've been really good at just going about their business like veteran proven guys that they are. And so I think they have a chance to help us. Where they hit in the lineup is still to be determined. Where they play defensively is still to be determined. But they're two proven bats that will absolutely help us.
After seeing those two guys in the fall, were they what you thought they were offensively?
Yeah, and the big question is how will they fare in SEC play, because there's nothing like playing SEC baseball and facing SEC pitching 10 weeks in a row. There's just nothing like it. So that grind will be a challenge for them, like it is for all players. But I think they'll be up to the task. And will they put up the numbers they did in the past, at UCF and Southern Miss? I hope they do. If they don't, it's not the end of the world, because I still think they'll be a valuable piece of an improved offense.
You guys last year really focused on that power, angle you talked about. Was that just how that team had to operate? Do you call it a mistake the way you guys approached things last year?
Yeah, I definitely don't think it was how we had to operate. We had good hitters last year. We just, fell into that power nothing kind of idea, and it's the hitters we got in this team, just as good, if not better. But yeah, last year it was I would call it more of a mistake than it was all of us. We kind of, I don't know. It was. Yeah, it wasn't the best thing for our lineup, and you can tell that from last year's team.
How was Coach Lake?